Hi, I'm Emily, and I'm going to discuss the media myth everybody knows that social media is bad for society. Well, to begin to answer that statement, we have to rephrase the question to, is social media bettering society or hindering it? Now, this is a widely debated topic, some saying that social media is a blessing because of its remarkable capacity for connectivity and sharing, ability to hold a wealth of knowledge available for public use 24/7, the entertainment and empowering of those who would otherwise remain unvoiced. Whereas others say that there is a dark side to social media. Some state that privacy is basically non-existent, and due to its nature, it is hard to regulate. Face-to-face contact suffers due to the ease of social media, and the simplicity of social media causes an easily addictive space that in turn creates an all-encompassing over-reliance, becoming time-consuming. To fully understand if social media is bettering society or hindering it, we need to look at the good, the bad, and the ugly sides of social media. So let's start with the ugly. In his lectures, Harrington talks about the three aspects of concern with social media. These are the physical dangers, physical effects, and social effects of social media. The physical dangers of social media can include online predators, reckless behaviors where users share personal information, privacy breaches such as identity theft, and trolling where users bait and antagonize other users. Now that we have discussed the ugly, it's time to talk about the bad elements of social media. This brings us back to the key aspects of concern, where it talks about the physical effects and the social effects. These are the concerns about real, social, cultural, and family disconnection, replacing offline interactions, and social media harming interpersonal skills. Baum talks about people questioning the quality of online interaction and the presumption that technological mediation takes away the social cues that provide communication with rich meaning. Baum also states that the use of the term virtual to describe online relationships and groups, common use of the term IRL or in real life to describe the interactions we have offline as evidence of the above opinions. Some say that society is so wrapped up in this world that we cannot distinguish private from public. Dews states that the primary bias of media technologies, the fact that people can read, edit, and write their codes, programs, protocols, and texts, comes to shape our sense of reality. Social media, for example, can make it easier for users to air their dirty laundry when they would not even consider it in real life. Barron discusses this when he talks about new technologies potentially compromising our privacy and even our individual safety. He uses the example of hitting send on a message before we have finished or edited it. Private and public have become so blurred that even the user may not know why they just did that, and that is a serious problem. But there is a brighter side to social media. This is seen when users can connect with other users where they would usually be separated by time and distance. This is also seen from the rise of the active audience, where the consumer is no longer an inactive participator. The consumer is not only the distributor, but also has the opportunity to become the contributor. The active audience is created from the addition of community spaces such as Facebook, Tumblr, or even online web publications such as the Huffington Post, where the audience's opinions and contributions are not only permitted but sought after. Jenkins talks about this theory, discussing the term participatory culture. Jenkins also talks about it contrasting with older notions of passive media spectatorship, and rather than talking about media producers and consumers as occupying separate roles, we might now see them as participants who interact with each other. Liebman states, in terms of collaboration, what we're seeing is that convergence creates social networks, and by that, what we're talking about is the infrastructure that allows people who are separated by time and distance to interact with each other in areas that have mutual interest. This brings in the concept of spreadability, where Green and Jenkins talk about audiences playing an active role in spreading content and where their choices, their investments, and their actions determine what gets valued. Audiences are now actively deciding what content to share rather than viral content or memes, where they are merely a host or a carrier. So, in conclusion, social media has problematic elements that could hinder society, but overall, social media creates spaces where creativity and connectivity flourish. So while some may think that everybody may know that social media is bad for society, it is up to the individual to use social media in a positive or negative way. Thank you for listening.